Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Liam's Daily Book Reviews here at Northam's Haunted Book Factory. Today, we're reviewing more scary stuff. A book that I absolutely love called Ancient Images by Ramsey Campbell. Now, you remember I did a Ramsey Campbell book recently called The Hungry Moon, which was a personal favourite. This is another personal favourite, and one I highly recommend. It was written in 1989, republished again in 1990. But it's about a film editor named Sandy, and she loves her scary stuff. She gets contacted by a friend of hers named Graham, who claims that he has a copy of a pre-World War II Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff horror movie called The Tower of Fear. And people even question its existence, but he claims to have a copy and he wants to show it to her. However, before she gets to meet up with him, he jumps off a 10-story building. Inexplicably, she has no idea why. No one does. He doesn't leave a note. So, she investigates, finds out that it was filmed in a small English country town called Redfield. And so she goes on a mission to hunt down the people who worked on the film and try to find out as much of it as she can. Try to find out if it even does really exist. She gets to Redfield, and this is really cool what's about the book. Like, the English characters are just so English that their politeness and the way they talk to her is just nearly aggravating. It's too polite, and she's really not getting anywhere. It's very frustrating, but it's done really well. So she gets to Redfield and she starts investigating. She finds out that while the movie was being filmed, people died on set. There were all sorts of strange tragedies going on. And while we're following her around the town on her little mission, she keeps seeing things. And true to Ramsey Campbell form, she keeps seeing these monstrous images which either are or aren't there. So in Hungry Moon, they were these strange reptile things that you would only see out of the corner of your eye. With this, as she's driving through Redfield, in the woods, she sees these things that look like scarecrows. Like, so they've got these big, round, green faces and, like, stretching bodies, but, looking right at it, so they don't scuttle away or anything. So it's like, is that a tree in a weird position, or is that a scarecrow someone's left out? Oh, and she's like, it must be a scarecrow. Like, obviously, that's not real. But then as she'll drive past, she'll look in the rear mirror, and it'll run across the road. And they have, like, flowers sticking out of an eye socket and stuff like that. And just the description of these monsters, they're so original and so creepy. They got stuck in my head when I read this book. I think the monsters from Ancient Images are way cooler than the monsters in The Hungry Moon. So yeah. And also there's not much gore going on. Not much gore at all. So the book's only, I think, about 280 pages long. And just the feeling of dread and the suspense build up and the slow burn of this book when you're not even sure what the terror is, what the danger is, but yet you feel uncomfortable. You feel full of dread while you read this book. The movie Tower of Fear is fictional in our reality, but in the book, it's very much affected this town of Redfield, and yeah, I'm not going to give away the ending, because I've actually read a few reviews on this. A lot of people didn't like it, and they thought the ending didn't make sense. I thought it made perfect sense, and the title of the film, the title of the novel is exactly what the book's about, and the ending really complements it. And it's even got not so much a happy ending, but for the main character, it's sort of a happy ending. So yeah, it's a really cool build-up when you actually find out what's going on in Redfield. It's really clever, really original, really horrific, and really cool. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I really recommend, if you're going to read anything by Ramsey Campbell, I recommended The Hungry Moon, yeah. And he's got other really cool stuff that's won awards. But if you just want a really cool standalone horror novel, a good British horror novel by a good British horror novelist, read Ancient Images by Ramsey Campbell. I give it a 3.5 out of a possible 5 stars. So that's it. Tune in tomorrow, Stephen King fans. I'm going to be reviewing a really, really, really cool book called Apt Pupil. It's actually a novella by Stephen King, and that'll be tomorrow. So if you want me to review anything, please leave it in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. And yeah, take care of one another and read some good books. See you later.